welcome to the link this week. Thank you very much for those who keep on, following us on this program. I believe you're not wasting your time by watching us. You get tips, direction, information that you can use in your business and opportunities. Tonight, we are speaking about green enterprises and green financing. And my guest tonight is Mr. Idris Sembatia from the Uganda Green Enterprise Finance Accelerator. There's a word finance there. It is critical, but also green. Idris, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's start quickly. What is a green enterprise and why is there increased focus on these kinds of businesses?
Yeah. So a green enterprise is one that is focused on sustainability.
Okay.
At the core of your business model or how you're operating your enterprise, you are looking at things to do with sustainability, how you're impacting the environment, how you're impacting the climate.
Okay.
Any organization that is willing to focus on these core elements, climate change, environmental conservation, can be a green enterprise. Okay. It's how you're adapting this to your business model. The world right now is very concerned with issues to do with climate change. There's a whole movement. The UN is focused on issues to do with sustainability.
Yeah.
So that is why green financing is right now very important. This financing is channeled towards organizations that are cautious of how they impact the environment and the climate.
Okay. So it's not about just planting trees?
No, it's not just about planting trees. It's more than that. Any organization, say if you are into transport, we want to see how you are reducing the fumes that your cars emit. Are you reducing movement, probably people's movement? Are you opting for a different kind of fuel as compared to diesel that produces this kind of fuel? Are you going electric in how you're operating? Are you using a certain kind of software that can track people's movements and tell them, hey, how you are moving or your behavior patterns and movements, you emit this kind of amount of carbon fumes probably in a year.
Removing plastic from the environment.
Whether you're removing plastic from environment and you're using this maybe for infrastructure, or you're recycling it into something else, or you're a waste company and you collect waste and then you recycle it, or you're in industry and you're producing this waste and then turning that into energy. So any organization can become green as long as they are environmentally and socially cautious.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Now, UGEFA, Uganda Green Enterprise Finance Accelerator. What does this organization do in this regard, and what financing opportunities do you have? And I'm sure that's a key question for the viewers.
So the Uganda Green Enterprise Finance Accelerator is a program that is fully funded by the European Union delegation to Uganda. It was launched last year during the Europe-Uganda Business Forum. And the core focus is to build on to what Uganda is trying to do. Uganda has a green growth strategy that has been developed by the National Planning Authority. And we are looking at how to turn our economy green. So this project feeds into that. And what we are doing is to see how can we support green SMEs access financing from partner banks. Okay. The program is implemented by Adelphi, which is a think and do tank focused on environment and development, and Finding XY, which is an innovation center and business advisory firm. Okay. So we are working with the European Union to implement this program and support local enterprises that are looking to go green on how they can access both business advisory and financing from our partner banks. Okay.
Let's zoom in now. Somebody saying, okay, so who exactly do you want and how is the engagement?
Yeah. Yeah. So we currently have a call for applications. What you have to do is to visit www.ugefa, which UGEFA is UGEFA.eu, and then you'll find the call for applications there. We are looking at 5 sectors. Yeah. We are looking at renewable energy. You have an enterprise in renewable energy. We are looking at sustainable tourism. We are looking at sustainable transport. We are looking at waste management and green manufacturing. Okay. So if you have a business in one of those fields, and you're looking for financing and business advisory support, then you can go on and apply for this program.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am maybe falling in that range. And I heard you say earlier it's partner banks. When people hear that, they say, now it's a loan.
Yeah.
Give us a bit of details of how to access the financing. We know the parameters, I must be green. How do I access the financing? And you talked about advisory services. What happens thereafter?
Yeah. So when you're accepted into this program, there are two elements to it. There's the non-financial component and the financial component. The non-financial component is that business advisory that we're going to give you for 6 months on having these prerequisites that all financials will ever require from you.
Okay.
This program will help you have those in place. Have a well-constructed business plan, an investment plan, well-defined operations, and structure of how you're going about the growth of your organization.
Okay.
So you go through this business development support for 6 months, and then we are partnering with local banks. So these banks we will present you when you've gone through this and you have all the documents that we require. We will present you to one of our partner banks to give you a loan that we would have predetermined during the investment planning of how much are you looking to invest as an organization.
Okay.
So we'll present you to our partner bank to advance to you a loan that you are actually requesting for. So when you receive this loan, UGEFA, the Uganda Green Enterprise Finance Accelerator, will discount this loan by a third, up to a third.
Discount, people will be saying, now what is that? Discount.
Yes, discount means that we're going to reduce the loan that a bank, we will immediately reduce the loan that the bank has advanced to you by a third. For example, if you take out $100,000, UGEFA will immediately repay the bank, not you, repay the bank a third of that loan. That is
30%.
$33,000 US dollars.
Okay.
Paid back, so that what is only outstanding is $67,000 US dollars that you now have to pay back during the tenure of the loan.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, people are hearing, I say green, I have an institution. So, if I'm a tree planter, wherever I am, can I qualify? Who actually qualifies to come to UGEFA and be even examined based on the other parameters you have spoken about?
Yeah, thanks, Samuel. So to answer that question, let's demystify being green. Because being green is not just you planting trees. Being green is any organization that is going to have social, environmental, and governance models at the core of its business model.
Proper business.
You can be a proper business, but at the core of your values, you are minding how you are impacting the climate and how you're impacting your environment. You can be an industry, a sugar producing industry, for example. Your business is to produce sugar, bring it to the market, distribute it, right? But because everyone is talking of green, you develop at the core of your business model how you're going to utilize the waste that is being produced from the sugar, maybe the bagasse that you're producing, and then turn this to produce either more energy to run the machine or a fuel like ethanol that can be now used by other people for lighting or turn that all into biogas. You can be a construction industry. Okay. So instead of having to rely on concrete that is going to be excavated and people have to destroy their community, you have to destroy people's communities in order to get it. Maybe you now want to look at what are the more sustainable ways of building. Can I look at things like bamboo? Can I recycle metallic components that are out there and are scattered around? Can I recycle rubber like tires and then use that for construction? Can I use plastic waste like bottles to erect a building? So that is what we are talking about. So any organization that is willing to now focus and see how can we be more sustainable and be mindful of how we are impacting our communities.
Okay. You earlier, before we came to the studio, you were telling me about a qualification parameter. Like you must be 3 years old. Please, I think you have left out. People need to know that if I'm not crossing that line, I won't even be vetted. So tell us about those other parameters. I think there are two.
Yeah. So you should be at least generating revenue a year of about 36 million Ugandan shillings.
Is that net or gross?
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turnover, 36 million.
Your turnover in a year should be 36 million. Not profit. Your turnover should be 36 million at least, because you want to make sure that you be able to repay the loan after we have discounted the loan.
Makes sense.
We don't want you to get stuck. So that's why we have that criteria. And then second, you should be at least 2 years old in operations, because then you would have a proven business model that can actually take on a loan.
Okay.
Yes.
It seems I must also be registered.
Yes.
Oh, is that necessary?
It's really going to depend. So during these 6 months, we offer a level of support to some of the enterprises.
Even if I'm not registered?
Yes. So that is a kind of support you can actually get from us in the process. Maybe tax compliance, how can we advise you to do the issues to tax? So we're not very stringent on those particular components that we think we can address during the 6 months when you're receiving the business advisory.
Okay. Thank you very much, Idris. I know we have gone for the heart of the matter.
Yeah.
The rest of the information, people can come to you. Just repeat that www something where they can come for application again.
Yeah. So just visit www.ugefa.eu. UGEFA is UGEFA. Okay. In short.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Idris. If you think you are green and you have had a definition, or you want to go green, but now you must have been 2 years old, and you are thinking business but thinking environment and green and impact on environment, this is the opportunity. Don't forget to go to that website he mentioned so that you can see if you qualify. That was the link, a place of opportunities. Thank you for joining us tonight.